Oh, it says I'm live. It doesn't say I'm live over here. Got it. Okay. Good morning, guys. I'm a little bit late because, um, well, one, I got a little distracted by a video, but also um, all of my stuff got disconnected. All of my electronic setup, I had set it up to be kind of automated all the way through the end of August. So I could just sit down, press start, and everything would connect. So then now it's September 1st, and all of those connections were undone. I know I'm talking about like between like Zoom and Facebook and YouTube and Restream and just trying to all make sure everything is going out where it needs to go. That's all got disconnected. So I was a little bit slow getting started, but I hope you'll join me this morning. If you are live with me, if you would just comment and just say hello to me so that I know you're there. I'm very excited to be back here this morning. A couple of reasons. Number one, I made it through the whole month. I am so I wish I could express to you guys the doubt that I had in myself that I would actually do a 31-day challenge. Like, I was like, okay, God, but you know my life. You know how things go. You know how I am. And hey, Amber. Um, and so I was just so unsure that I could be trusted to do that. And there's nothing about accountability. Just having a few of you guys, a few of you ladies, chiming in, coming on most mornings, commenting, saying that you were being blessed. It was like I was excited to get up and to be on. And I did it for 31 days. And so not only do I pray that it was a service to you, I know that it was a service to me. It was like God showing me that I can do what he asks me to do. So my next steps have been kind of up in the air. Even this morning, I was telling Marcus, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to offer. I mean, I have the offer, and it's all here. And in fact, I'll share my screen with you in just a minute to show you what I have offered. And I do have some people who are taking me up on that offer, which is exciting, very, very exciting. However, I feel like I want to offer something a little bit um, more daily, like what we've been doing here. And I know that an hour every morning is not going to cut it. But that is not, it did not come up the way I thought either. I know that an hour every morning is probably not going to cut it for you or for me, right? But I think I need to switch something. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. I need to grab my. I had to dump my bag because my little hard drive wasn't making its way to me. I got this little hard drive that has my file on it. I forgot that I had saved it on there. So sorry about that. So anyway, I was thinking about doing something a little bit more daily. Like, my mentor does something called a daily dose. He has this thing called Kingdom Seekers, and every day there's something about the Proverbs in that. And I could just refer you to him and to their team. It's a really excellent, excellent thing. I'd be happy for you to join Kingdom Seekers. It's a great ministry, but it's very business oriented as opposed to homeschool or parent oriented. And so I'm thinking I want to do one that's a little bit more parent oriented, little and specifically um, more homeschool or education oriented, right? So like even if you don't homeschool, you could get some nuggets for what to do with your kids at home, but I would target homeschoolers, right? So I'm just thinking I'm just thinking through that, and I'm wondering what you guys think. Like, is that something that you would be interested in? Um, yeah. So let me look for what I was gonna look. No, it is not. I don't know where I saved it, y'all. I don't know where it is. What I would have saved it under. Oh, I do know where it is. So what do you guys think? Are you thinking every day? I'm trying to look on YouTube as well. I can't do it for free because I need to build my business. So I was thinking of starting like a Patreon membership for like $12 a month, or doing something that was really small, because my offer is really a lot of work. I want to serve. I really want to be able to help people in a big way. And so that means that I would need to do that as part of my business. Here it is. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share with you guys the offer that I made at our Inspire Online Homeschool Summit. And I'm probably going to be making this same offer at the Inspire Online Homeschool Summit next month. And then I want to do some kind of a special for those of you who are on the Wisdom Challenge. So if you joined me on this Wisdom Challenge, I probably should have done this 10 days ago. I just chickened out. But yeah, I probably should have done this 10 days ago. And I'm not sure why this is. Here we go. I probably should have done this 10 days ago, but I chickened out. So you guys get to see this today on the bonus day. And then we're going to come up with a way that I can share with you all of kind of a daily wisdom challenge thing. We're going to come up with it together because I really want you guys to be blessed by that. And I think it'll be good for all of us, for me as well as for you, right? So first, let's go through the offer that I made. I do have a couple of people interested. I'm going to share my screen. First of all, let me make sure my screen is appropriately magnified. And then we're going to go over here. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and walk you guys through this offer. It's for homeschooling moms or dads, but mostly homeschooling moms. And it is a little bit something like this. Okay, so this is my homeschool mentor. This is the new business that I started a year ago. It's been a year and 2 months that I started it, and we've been going pretty slowly. The clients that I've had have been super gracious to me. They love me. They have been very very patient with me as I develop my homeschool mentor. What my homeschool mentor is trainings for homeschooling. So you get 2 weekly live trainings. One is from me and one is from a guest usually. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's from a guest. We do everything from intentional prayer to the father's role in the homeschool, to practical tips on homeschooling, like Homeschool 101. What are the methodologies that people use, the curriculum that people use, the learning styles of your children, the teaching styles of the parents. How do we actually do this thing called homeschooling? All of those trainings happen. Even how do we apply to college? How do we put together a transcript? How do we keep a report card? How all of those things, those are the trainings that would happen in my homeschool mentor. So we have the monthly homeschool 101 trainings, the changing seasons calls, which is when you are trying to get your child into college, or even if you happen to want to transition your child from homeschool into a traditional high school or brick and mortar school. We talk about that. We do strategic prayer calls where we actually call the name of your child out and whatever they're enduring or going through, or anything that, any blessings or praise reports. And that part is just really amazing, watching both myself and others, Rachel Jones and other pastors and leaders actually pray intentionally and strategically for our children. And that also will include 3 virtual cubicle planning sessions. I've actually decided to change the phrase virtual cubicle because I think people don't like cubicles. So it's like, do I really want to make people feel like they're in a cubicle? And I was like, how could I just change it? Because I still want it to be very clear that this is a working environment. We're coming together to prepare, whether it's for your homeschool or for your business or anything like that, right? So I decided to call it the VC Planning Center, and it could stand for either virtual cubicle or what was the other one? Victorious community. So I like that. I'm going to change that to VC planning, the VC planning session, and it's either virtual cubicle or victorious community, because we get victory when we plan and execute the plan that God has given us. You also get a featured homeschool resource every month. So I share kind of something that I've done or that I'm using, or maybe something that someone else is using that they will come on and feature once every month and offer it as something that you could either print out or purchase at a low cost or something like that. You also get a free ticket to our fall refresh event, which is actually happening next month in October. But first we have to restream our homeschool summit, so we're doing that. But our fall refresh event is a 1 day. It's really just one morning. It's going to be 3 to 4 hours of like, let's go back to the homeschool expo or the homeschool conference that we went to back in May or June. Here's an opportunity for us to get a refresh. What's going on in your school in the new year? How can we help you? Here's some ideas, that kind of thing. So it's a homeschool refresh here in the fall, coming up in October. You also get access to the group with new trainings and monthly live Q&A. That is basically what this entire thing is. It's a homeschool organization. No, it's a homeschool group, Facebook group right now, but eventually an app or some other platform. I was thinking about putting it on Band, because I feel like Band will help us get away from being distracted on Facebook. So it'll probably be on Band actually going forward. Now that I say that out loud, I think that's a great idea. So we're probably going to be a group on Band where we will share, we'll do videos, trainings, all the things. I don't know if I can stream my videos to Band, so that's something that I need to look into. But we will probably be moving over to Band or some other platform. But right now, if you join, you would just go into our Facebook group, and that group has trainings, live Q&As, and all kinds of support that we will be putting there for the future. In the future. So if you add up all these different values, and the reason that I came up with 14,900, I didn't just come up with that number out of the air. I literally gave myself minimum wage for the course of a year. Minimum wage over the course of the next 10 to 12 months. Me doing these, planning these and doing things, minimum wage came out to actually more than $18,000. And so I was like, okay, obviously I'm not trying to ask anybody for $18,000. And I know that some people will value these things more or less. But I wanted y'all to know the total value of what this is that I'm offering. It's not like I am asking for $50 an hour, $100 an hour, which I think is very, very worth people's time. Think about, if you ask someone to come and speak at your event, would you pay them $15? Absolutely not. If they come and they speak at your event for an hour, you're not going to pay them less than $150, right? And that is on the low end. That's a friend. And I'm like, and we live close to each other. They didn't have to travel. They didn't have to, they just love me, and they came and just about donated their time. So I'm going to give them $150 for their time. That's the low end, right? And so I gave everyone who's involved in this $15 an hour minimum wage, and I multiplied it out over the course of a year. And this is what I came up with. And that's not including the bonuses that I'm about to tell you about, right? So this is the value of My Homeschool Mentor. If we can get this off the ground and really get this going like this, this is a huge value. Then you have the fact I took that down for the summit. I was like, I know that I'm not going to charge you guys $15,000 for this, though I do in my whole soul believe that this is a $15,000 package. This idea, I would pay I don't know that I could pay, but I know, knowing now what I didn't know 10 years ago when I started homeschooling, I would give somebody $15,000 one time to walk me through all of this stuff and help me see all of this stuff over and over again. Like, I definitely would do that. But I knocked it down to $19.97, and then for the conference, I knocked it down to $9.97. So you get all of these things for just $997. That, and then of course I also made it where you could do payments, but I'm gonna show you the payments in a minute. I'm gonna show you these bonuses, right? Oh, there you go. 3 payments of $395. So you could start right now for $395. I'm also gonna do another payment plan. I'm doing another payment plan, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. All right, so here are some of the bonus things that you get. You guys heard from Shane the other day. Shane Scott is the founder of Improve Ed. He's also doing Stewards, which he talked about last week, and he's doing an executive coaching business consultation. He will give that to you. So if you're like, hey, I really wanted to start this business, but I don't know how to do it as a homeschooler, or I don't know how to do it in general, what are some tools that I could use to help me kind of set up systems so things are automated so I can spend my time with my kids? That's Shane. Bonus number 2 is an introductory online language class from Fluent Me, which is Maritza. You've heard from Maritza a couple of times, and she started a fabulous business called Fluent Me, where you actually are learning another language, but you're not just learning how to read it or how to write it or how to interpret it, translate it. You're actually speaking it from the beginning, because that's the best way to learn, is to actually start speaking it. And so we will offer you that introductory online language class if you decide to join My Homeschool Mentor. And then on top of that, we have a 30-day biblical training family devotional from Mary Aldridge. You heard from Mary a couple of weeks ago in our homeschool, in our 100X, Lord Jesus. You heard from Mary in our Wisdom for Moms challenge a couple of weeks ago. She is the founder of the Supermom School, and she has offered this 30-day biblical training to us. She sells it herself. She sells it for $300. So that is definitely a $300 retail value, but the value of it is actually far above $300. But because she sells it at that price, I put that $300 retail value there. You get that for absolutely free when you join. You also get some homeschool swag from Dapper and Darlings. Dapper and Darlings is a clothing line created by Daquita Means. She was in one of the speakers at our homeschool summit. She's a fabulous, fabulous designer, and she can make you some homeschool swag. It'd be a sweatshirt or something like that you would get when you join My Homeschool Mentor. In addition to that, you would get a Loved Well box with a homeschool theme from Loved Well Boxes. That's Rachel Jones. You heard from Rachel Jones way back at the very beginning of August, probably like 8th or 9th or 10th or something like that. So she is a mom of 7, homeschools her children. She's in Illinois, and I'm trying to get her to move to Georgia, but she has a business called Loved Well Boxes, and it's a subscription business, and she will curate a unique homeschool box of gifts, a gift box for you to encourage you to homeschool, to continue on your journey. And you will get that. It's $115 value. You get that included when you join My Homeschool Mentor. Bonus number 7 is a one-on-one consultation with a veteran homeschool mom. It would either be Courtney or DQ or Maritza or me or another veteran homeschool mom who you would like, I just want to get my questions answered. You're going to do that, but you're also going to get the live Q&As where you'll have access to multiple moms. So that's pretty cool as well. But this is a one-on-one, my question, my school, my specific issue, help me. That is that session. All right. And then bonus number 8 is your choice of a book. One of the 2 books that I find to be extremely helpful. And I just wanted to give it to you because I just haven't finished my book. My first time I offered my book, a pre-sale of my book, but I haven't finished mine. So I want to make sure you guys get something to read that will really be handy. And it is Teaching from Rest or Sacred Rest. You can choose which one of those you want. Okay. So these are all of what's being offered. You get your 2 weekly live trainings, all the monthly trainings, the virtual cubicle or Victorious Community, the homeschool resource, the free ticket to the fall refresh event, the access to the group, and it's over a $14,000 value, knocked down to the regular price $19.97, and then for you guys, I'm knocking it down to $9.97, and then you can and then if you paid the $47 to actually get into the conference, you automatically get that $47 knocked off of your first payment. So then that was getting started at $348. So those of you who, if you upgraded with the $31 VIP, you would get that same discount. Even though you didn't pay $47, you would get $47 off because you did the 31. So that means that you could get started today for $348. Okay, then here's all your bonuses. You have your Improve Ed consultation, your Fluent Me class, your Super Mom class, your swag from Dapper and Darling, your box from Loved Well Boxes. And in addition to that, you have your number 7 and 8 are not on this page. 6 and 7, or 6, 7, and 8. Let's go back. I skipped 6. But then you have your one-on-one consultation and your bonus for the book, all of that for just $348 today. And what I did not put on here, guys, is that I am offering a new, payment plan. And I'm still setting it up. So you have this weekend and probably much of next week to just mull it over and see what you think. Because I still need to set up the process where you would go and actually enroll, because I didn't know I would be traveling this week. So I probably shouldn't have put it off to the last week because, then things like this happen. But I'm adding another payment plan where you can hop in this for $95 a month, just $95 a month, and you get everything, all of those things, and you get them right away. Like, I'm not holding off on like, okay, well, let's wait until the 3rd month and then they'll get this, and let's wait until the 5th month and then they'll get that. I may have to do that for people who come in through the summit, right? So for the summit, people won't get instant access to things. But for my Wisdom for Moms people, I'm opening this up, $95 a month. You can start today, and you get this whole thing right away. And it's just a way for us to get this ball rolling. So if you feel like this was valuable to you, if you're like, yes, I definitely want to continue doing stuff with you, you can either join my homeschool mentor, which is probably going to be your best bang for your buck because everything else is going to be a la carte. But your best bang for your buck is going to be my homeschool mentor. And then coming up next week, we'll be presenting like whatever I'm going to do on Patreon, the wisdom things. And I might just call it Wisdom for Moms daily Wisdom for Moms. And it'll just be a live talk that's like 7 minutes long, daily in the Word, seeking wisdom together. It's a beautiful, beautiful thought. I think I'm going to do that. So that's a big commitment, you guys. So just pray with me about that. And that's it. That'll probably be like $12 a month on a subscription platform. And you guys can stay connected to me and I can stay connected to you. And then as the Lord gives me more ideas and I'm able to increase in capacity, maybe I can build a team like Shane said, then I think that would be something that I would love to do. And I can share that with you and we can be in communication. So that's it for today, you guys. I just wanted to do this bonus day to explain a little bit about what I'm doing, the ideas that God is giving me, the direction that we're going, and to make that offer to you. I would love to have you in my homeschool mentor. And I hope that you guys have been blessed by this journey, this 31-day Wisdom for Moms challenge. It won't end. I'm going to be, coming in here doing some wisdom things and doing just some prayer and encouragement and equipping throughout the rest of the year. And I just wanted to let y'all know that, if you decide not to join, just stay in the challenge group. You'll see me pop up here and there doing some trainings, doing just some, equipping and giving you guys some good good substance, and just serving you the best that I know how. And then also giving you opportunities to connect at the paid level, because that stuff will be more intentional, and it'll be more organized, and it'll be, really valuable. And I want to make sure that you guys are getting the best value and getting served, right? So I'll be able to build a team and do things like that. So I appreciate you guys joining me this entire 31 days. It's been such a blessing, such a blessing. I know that my picture is not the greatest today. I didn't really focus on background today. I just wanted to make sure my husband could move around and be free. So I was sitting here in front of the thermostat and lamp in the vent. It's just so beautiful, right? But I'm here in Philadelphia. It's been an interesting experience. Yesterday we went to the National Constitution Center. We learned about the Constitution. It was very interesting. And we went to see the Liberty Bell and read all about the Liberty Bell and how it was taken up as a sign of liberty for all, including women and slaves. And then we walked over to some historical stuff. I can't remember all of it, but I took lots of pictures so I could read it when I got home. But all right, you guys, I hope this has been valuable this last 31 days. Be on the lookout for things coming up soon. And I love you very much. And I hope you have a fabulous day. Happy first.